You are watching Unboxing Things. I am Jessie Janae, founder of Lumi, and here at Lumi we help brands create their unboxing experiences and source all of their packaging. So we're going to talk about the box and not talk about the product. Are you ready? Buckle up. Let's see what's in our mailbox. Oh, okay. It's a big one. All right. Okay. Give me a little bit moment here. All right. Ooh. We have Who Gives a Crap. Who Gives a Crap is an online brand that's selling 100% recycled toilet paper. And catch this, they're donating 50% of their profits to helping build toilets for people who really need them. What can I tell by looking with my eyeballs at this box? It is a big RSC style box. RSC stands for regular slotted container, and we're using an RSC style box. They're very economical. This brand is kind of not putting extraneous expense into this product, but with an RSC, you do actually need to secure the box on the top and the bottom with tape. Otherwise, the box would just fall open. So it requires you to actually secure those flaps, which they've done. This box is also printed. It obviously started out with a craft color, and then they printed this black pattern. Stripes here on the top, branding on the side that says Who Gives a Crap, a little bit of messaging here, 50% of the profits donated help build toilets, and then some information about the product itself. 24 extra long rolls of 100% recycled toilet paper. Then there's some actual URL information. What about the bottom? All right, there's stuff happening here. This is your lucky number. Just kidding, it's a batch code that we use to ensure our product quality stays top notch, but maybe it's also your lucky number? We hope so. How cute is that? All right, so they're creating a place to put their batch code of the product, but they're making it really fun and funny in case you do read it. Brands don't do this enough. There's a lot of information like barcodes and lot numbers and all sorts of stuff that brands use to ensure product quality, but rarely do they kind of let you in on the joke. A lot of times it's just stamped there like, you don't need to know about this, just ignore it. But they're making it fun. And then it also says, oh, I'm gonna turn this over. Woo! It says, we believe in the afterlife, at least for our boxes. We're still not so sure about humans. Please reuse this box to give it a happy ever after, and when you're done, recycle it. This is a really fun way to encourage recycling. This is overlooked. As a brand, step one, are you using something recyclable? Are you using good materials? All sorts of other considerations about sustainability. Step two, once you do those things, are you telling your customers? If they don't know that they can recycle it, it reduces the chances that they will. But there's more. Hey, delivery person, thanks for lugging around 24 rolls of TP for us. You're the best. I have actually never seen this before, and how clever is that? The reality is that every single box that you get on your doorstep was lugged to your doorstep by a handy, friendly delivery person. That person has a tough job to do, and thanking them right on the outside of the box is really clever. It's also a great insurance policy that if one box is gonna drop off the back of the truck, it might not be yours, because you're the friendly brand. It doesn't end. Can't stop, won't stop, people. All right, there's more information here. Nice bum. Whoa. We don't put any inks, dyes, or scents in our toilet paper, so it's as lovely as your behind. All right, so I like how they're communicating even more information about the product, but they're really catching your attention, because the reality is that aren't we kind of all pretty desensitized to just copy on the sides of boxes? In this case though, when something says nice bum exclamation, I'm much more likely to actually read what they have to say. They've got some icons here at the bottom to communicate other things about the product as well. 100% recycled, soft and strong 3-ply, no inks, dyes, or scents, reuse box to make spaceship. So it's a clever way of saying use the box or recycle it. That's a lot happening on the outside of the box. What is happening on the inside? Let's find out. I'm going to open this puppy up. I'm not going to be too careful about opening it. If you have something unbreakable and uncuttable like toilet paper, you don't have to worry so much. If you're shipping like a silk dress or something, you should worry a little bit more about how people open your box and if they need a knife. When I open it, there's even more communication. Thanks for giving a crap. Also things to do with this box. Even more kind of fun ideas, especially for kids, of how they could kind of use the box before you recycle it. And then when I open this up, look at how fun that is. They're using this printed kind of actual tissue, like thicker kind of tissue style paper to wrap each component. What do you do if your product is basically identical? Every product goes out, it's toilet paper, it's pretty kind of boring, right, in the scheme of things? Well, this is one fun idea. They are just randomly putting different color paper with different copy and different messaging on each roll here. And that just means that every time I open it, I'm much more likely to read it, right? Because each one's a little different, so why not actually give it a look? This is another subtle way that this brand is using their packaging to get you to pay attention, get you to kind of actually engage in their messaging. And then the fun colors don't hurt either. Now, if I look in here, there's even different color rolls in the bottom as well. It says emergency roll on this one, which is kind of cute. In case of emergency, tear open wrapper, but don't be that person who forgets to order more. Seriously, there's nothing worse than running out of toilet paper. Nothing. So you can see how much fun they're having with the copy. Now I'm gonna take one of these pieces of paper off to show you how it's put together. There's no glue, there's no tape. It's just actually folded into place, which is a great way of increasing the sustainability of this item. You can see how basic it is. It's just a cut piece of paper printed only on one side. The other side is actually white and unprinted. And then of course you've got the roll itself, very basic, ready to use, no printing or any kind of fancy footwork on the product because they don't need that. And this is a 100% recycled product, so they want to keep it as simple as possible to make it efficient to produce. Who Gives a Crap clearly cares about sustainability, and that ripples into their choice for the inside of the box as well. The inside of the box is not printed. They don't need to print it because when you open the box, your focus is completely drawn to the product as it should be, and all these colorful papers, which by the way are also fully recyclable. So you've got really nice printing and a lot of messaging on the outside and none on the inside. That's great, but you do, when you open the box, get this pop of a little bit more messaging because this outside of the flap is part of the printing of the outside of the box. So they're using it to the full extent. Folks, it's time to roll in the recap. So, who gives a crap? Well, I do. But let's talk about a few elements of their packaging that I find particularly impressive. One, it's cheeky. Yes, I mean that. It's cheeky in its humor, it's cheeky in all of its messaging, and then it serves your cheeky cheekiness in itself, all right? Next up, it's cheap. Now, do I mean cheap in a negative way? No, siree Bob, I do not. It is cheap in the best way possible, meaning they are producing something that people use every single day. It shouldn't be expensive, it shouldn't be wasteful, the packaging shouldn't be overdone, and they're going with economical options for each piece, and I really appreciate that about what their brand is doing. And last but not least, it's 100% recyclable. Now, when we pick up this box, the elements inside, the paper, and the product itself could just be thrown in a recycling bin. Now, I don't recommend that. I recommend you use the product first, but I just want to highlight how impressive it is that it's 100% plastic free and 100% recyclable. Everything in that box and the box itself. This has been Who Gives a Crap? Unboxed.